Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, you remember British-born Sri Lankan, I guess they want to call her a rapper. She's not a rapper to me. I don't know what, was she doing pop? I don't know. M.I.A. You remember her, like the song Paper Planes and things like that is what she had. And she was, also being in the hip hop circles as well. M.I.A. has come out not to talk about a song she's just put out and nothing like that. No. She's coming out to talk about FBAs. And I want you to hear, what she's talking about, but we got to really clamp down a lot harder about gatekeeping our culture. Let's go ahead and check this out.
We are made in the likeness of God, which is not our body, which is not our skin tone, which is why I don't support BLM, because that always perpetually tells you, hey, it's about your skin tone. It's about all the suffering because of our skin tone. No, the spirit is the spirit. And it's of God. And that is, we are made in the image of God. Our spirit is made in the image of God. It is way beyond our color of our skin, the sex and the gender and all of what postcode I live in, what my bank account says. All of that is secondary. All of that is what my mind is capable of creating. The prisons I'm able to build around myself with my.
Okay, so I don't know if she got a new album about to come out and she needs some relevancy, because clearly nobody's even talking about her like that until she dropped this video. And one thing I'm noticing about these other groups, especially even overseas, is that they have to keep talking about FBAs. They can't just do their thing, because when they talk about FBAs, everybody gonna start watching and listening to them. I mean, it's fun to be part of the in crowd, but at the same time, it's annoying. M.I.A., you don't have to talk about BLM because nobody's even talking about Black Lives Matter. But the issue is not Black Lives Matter. The issue is Foundation of Black Americans, FBA. That's the problem. You have to understand, these other groups will come in our culture and make money in our culture, but really have that vitriol toward FBAs like Fat Joe. See, Fat Joe isn't the only one. You understand? He just was the loudest one. A lot of these people that come in from these other cultures and other groups, they don't like us like that. They want to come in, siphon out money out of our culture, use our culture to get relevance, but they don't like us like that. It's just that simple. They don't. And so for a woman who nobody would even knew who she was except trying to come in the hip hop circles and things like that, right? And nobody would have even known her. And yet this is the thanks that FBAs get when these other groups come in. That's why we have to gatekeep so hard our culture. We have to gatekeep people that's coming around us. We have to do that because, listen, in order to have exclusionary and value is that everybody can have access. When everybody has access to something, it doesn't have value. When you want to raise the value of something, everybody can't get it. It's exclusive. And so if you are a person who's getting it and it's exclusive, then, hey, you part of that crowd that's getting it. But if anybody can get it, it doesn't have much value whatsoever. And this woman here, all the stuff she could be talking about in her community. Well, why are you worrying about what Black Lives Matter for? Nobody can talk about them. Let's talk about your Sri Lankan community, ma'am. Let's talk about what's going on in your country, your homeland. Let's talk about that. Y'all had coup and all kind of things going on in your country. You understand? So these people worry about everybody, worry about us, but not worry about their own homeland. But these people, man, like I said, I really believe this lady maybe got an album or something coming out, and so she's trying to get some clicks and views toward her page. Listen, just put out good music, people listen to it. But the fact is, a lot of these people, like I said before, come into our culture with contempt. They really don't like us like that, but they understand that the only way I can really get on is going through the FBAs. And we need some of our music producers to start spotting that and say, hey, I don't really want to work with you because you really don't like black people like that. So, because you have to understand, not all money is good money, bro. And I understand that. If I just want to take money, there's a lot of people money I can take. You know what I'm saying? But not all money is good money. What's attached to that money? Is it more of a problem to take that money than anything else? That's things you have to think about, ladies and gentlemen. So M.I.A. Why don't you worry about what's going on in Britain? Worry about that. Worry about your country. Leave us alone. Like, can you other groups just leave Black Americans alone? We're not bothering y'all. We're not talking about y'all. We didn't even talk about this lady. We're not doing anything. And yet, here she come, talking. But like I say, it's my job to point this stuff out and respond to it. Yeah, we just got to clamp down a lot harder in our culture and we have to be careful with these other groups. We have to be really careful because I know y'all talking about the diaspora and all that, but I'd rather be a little bit harder on these other groups coming in because a lot of these other groups are extremely hostile to FBA.